These are the same people that want to rescue Nigerians. You are Minister for Interior here. To go and get a international passport, you will spend weeks and months and years before you get the international passport. But look at a young boy. Look at a young boy. See what he has done. Within hours, you got your international passport. And yet, you come and tell us Nigerians are angry. Nigerians are angry with you for not making it possible for us to have an international airport as quickly, international passport as quickly as possible. Nigerians are angry with you. Nigerians are what? Angry with you. How can Nigerians not be angry with you? Today, in 1999, you are in this party. In 2006, you are another party. In 2014, you moved to another party. In 2019, you came back to another party. That 2025, you are moving to another party. To rescue who? You want to rescue your stomach. It's not Nigeria you want to rescue. So let's tell ourselves the simple truth. Some of you, you have sympathy for somebody you don't know. I'll say it. And that's where he nearly made us to make a mistake. He said Peter Obi will be president. President where? Some of you don't know somebody just out of emotion. For 8 years, he was governor. He never conducted local government election. Never. That time Nigerians were not angry. Nigerians were happy that you refused to conduct local government election. 8 good years you were governor. That one was democracy. That one you define it to be democracy. Only you, governor of all the local government. And none of you ask questions. Now they will come out and begin to talk. Democracy is not working. But you worked under your own, staying alone. To be chairman of local government, to be governor, only one man. The time has passed. They won't have the opportunity again. You say you form coalition for 18 months, which means the president was in office for 6 months. You start from, they cannot stay out of power. Unfortunately, they have stayed out. They will come back. They will not come back. If Tinubu's government will not work, I will not support.
You know why I love political seasons in Nigeria? They are very, very interesting season. People just expose themselves. They say all sorts of things. Both the one that are truth, the one that are false, and the one that are not so true. Okay, so Wike is saying clearly that Peter Obi will never be president, that his time has passed. Under his tenure, he didn't conduct the election, and that's a ground for people not to vote him. Well, it is true, like that under him, that he didn't conduct the local government elections for 8 years, and so most of the time these questions crop up. I would clearly say that no matter what the explanation would be, whatever Peter Obi would explain, because I know he had actually explained that previously, but I don't think he explained that to the extent of satisfaction. I'm not even thinking about people's satisfaction, but he didn't satisfy me with the explanation that he gave about not conducting the local government election for 8 years. I mean, if you're a Democrat, if you are accusing somebody for not being a Democrat, and you don't conduct local government elections under your nose just because of one flimsy excuse, well, we have to look at you for this for a second time. But having said that, really, There is no politician in Nigeria today that doesn't have their own baggage, whether it's from the north, south, east, or west. Everybody has their own baggage. So if we were to bring out now, say a certain Wike, an Obi, and Amechi, and say they should go for an election to become the president of Nigeria, or not even Nigeria, let's just say president of the southern part of Nigeria. I don't think Amechi and Wike would even see the back of Peter Obi when it comes to an election. If there's nothing that 2023 election taught us, it taught us two basic lessons. One is a lesson that it taught Wike, the PDP primary candidate. He wanted to win Atiku in the primaries, and he was largely defeated. They took his money, and the delegate took his money, and they made him pay and suffer, and he cried. His close pal, you know, at the tail end of that particular primaries, you know, served him under the bus, and it was difficult for him to, you know, recuperate. And that's part of the reason why he has said he's going to make sure he kills PDP for what they did to him at that primaries, because it felt to him that he was coasting to victory. He was going to get the ticket of the party in the 2023 elections, but it happened that it didn't happen that way for him, and it became, you know, a reason for him to hold on to the structure of the party and completely sell it out to APC, which of course we all know what happened. Even up until this moment, he's still holding on to the structure of the PDP and hoping that they are not going to succeed. So, I mean, even if Wike had even won the primaries against Atiku, do you know that Wike wouldn't have even been able to win Rivers State, where he was governing at the time? There was no way Wike would have won Rivers State. How many times have you seen Wike collaborate, speak to, or have a handshake across the Niger? How many of the former governors from his set 2015 to 2023, how many of them are still his friends who are from the north? How many northerners would on their own go and vote for Wike when they go to the ballot? It is not possible. It's not possible, because Wike has always wanted to be the guy that has shown the north that this resources is our own. And because it's our own, when you become a president, you can now decide that since they are fighting where they are doing good, and they are fighting where we have some mineral resources, we're going to, you know, find a way to now hold on to our own oil, and we're not going to give anything to you guys. So the North are already seen Wike as somebody who is not to be trusted at all with power. I mean, if he was governor of the state of Rivers State and he was making such utterances that are condescending to the northerner, to a northerner, that are making utterances that feels like, you know, the South are being cheated from the way and manner things are done in the country, you can imagine, you know, what would happen when he becomes the president. No matter whom he have chosen at that time, whether it's an El-Rufai or whoever it is, you know, there was no way Wike would have won our 2023 elections. The best bet PDP would have done was that Atiku's ticket, since Peter Obi had already walked out. And so it's just crazy. I know how this guy, you know, speaks. You know, when he speaks about other people, he assumes himself a very, very pure and unholy person who is without sin, who has not done anything wrong in power, that everything that he has done has been pretty cool and nice. Not be the same FCC minister where we see we carry land they give him in Peking, even though he denied it. But I mean, if he denied it, why is he arresting the person who so-called leaked the document? Yes, we have the report that the person who leaked the document is the person that they are going after. How did the public know that he allocated land to his kids? So the person who allegedly leaked the document, they say that he's now being in custody. So if it is false that he actually did not allocate land to his son or to his kids, who did it? I mean, why is someone being harassed for leaking so-called document? So none of them really is holy. But what we're saying is, let's take the lesser evil. Now, they are all evil. The system the political system in Nigeria has made it in such a way that it is difficult to even find a politician who is without one sin or the other that you can point at. That's the truth. It is difficult to find that one politician. But at least for somebody like Peter Obi, we know that nobody has come in and say, that I saw a document and you allocated $5,000 or 10 million to your child or to your, to somebody that is not accounted for. Nobody can do that because he has told everybody, please, if you have anybody or anyone who says that he's owing them during the time he served as governor, or who says that he stole, let them bring evidence. And then he will stop campaigning, putting himself up for presidency. It's that easy. But he hasn't been able to do that. No politician has been able to do that. Wike has not been able to do that. Peter Amechi has not been able to do that. Atuka will not be able to do that. Just name them. Erufai will not be able to do that. But nobody has been able to say, okay, now I saw a document that shows that you stole money. Nobody till this day he has challenged everyone, even including the sitting governor who doesn't like him, Soludo. That one are just jealous he did one. Just jealous of Peter Obi's rising profile. That's the truth. And if he has, by now he must have served it to the presidency. And they must have, called him out or used EFCC to shut him up or to shut him out. So it's a whole lot happening in the political space, and you know how this thing goes. People will bring out stuff. This one is not even small. When the time comes closer, there will be a lot of campaigns against the will of the people. I mean, however you want to look at it, there are a lot of people who are behind Peter Obi. In fact, if there were like 7% of 10 that were behind Peter Obi in 2023, now it has maybe risen to 9.9%, given that Muhammadu Buhari, Bola Tinubu hasn't really done well. I mean, you could pick a few things here and there that you can say he boldly did, but what at what cost to the pockets of the masses? At what cost? And then you are doing it. You are doing it with a lot of brigandage. You're doing it a lot of I don't care. This is what we should do. This is what we must do, without even listening to the plight of the people. So let nobody be deceived by some of these politicians who say these things. And look, the way things are, except that election is rigged. Well, they've even promised him. I think it was Dalong that was speaking some few hours ago. I think like yesterday, that even if Tinubu makes his son Sheyi the INEC chairman and his wife the CJ and Chief Justice of Nigeria, that nothing is going to happen, that Bola Tinubu would lose the 2027 general elections. We also have Bala Galadima's daughter, who is from the north, who is also politically, aware. And she's been saying a lot of things about what the north are saying about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The north are actually very angry with him, and they really cannot wait for 2027 to happen. And the north actually gave Tinubu those numbers that he got. 62% of the votes in the north went to APC, and that was what Bola Tinubu used in winning. The south never voted Tinubu. So this time it's going to be really crazy. It's going to be really, really crazy. And she has said that if Tinubu even gets a 30% from the north, it's going to be a tall order. It's going to be a tall order, really. So it's fingers crossed. It's fingers crossed. We're still looking at the political development. Tell me what you think. I'd also like to hear from you, as always. Thank you. This is Cheesy Media. I'm Charles.